Yo guys, Gaz Burrows here at burrowspt.com. Now here's a question I've been asked quite a lot recently on my Facebook page, and it's a question that clients have asked me in the past: how to help or get rid of completely shin splints. So what shin splints is, it's essentially micro tears in the tibialis anterior, which is the muscle that runs down your shin bones on the front of your leg. Shin splints is usually inflammation of that muscle, so you get the micro tears then as a defense mechanism, and the muscle inflames and it creates pain there. It's usually caused by drastic change to your current exercise regime. If you currently exercise, it could be due to a muscular imbalance somewhere, maybe in the hips or the quads or the ankles, being overweight. It could be increase of activity such as running, something high impact. But essentially it's inflammation there, and it can cause pain and it can make you not want to exercise, so we'd want to get rid of it. For immediate relief, if you go out running and you get pain here, ice it. Ice the area where it's sore and rest. But we'd want to look to eradicate that over the long term, because we don't want to be icing and resting every single night. It's just not practical. So if you feel yourself getting a lot of pain when running, reduce the amount of that activity that you're doing, and maybe look at switching to some low impact kind of activity until it dies down. This is if it's pretty serious and it's giving you a lot of aggro. Over the long term, you'd want to stretch and strengthen that area. Stretching muscles such as your hip flexors, your glutes, your hamstrings, quads, your calves, it's all gonna help eradicate that pain. Here are a few exercises I do myself and what I do with clients to strengthen that area, especially the calves and the tibialis anterior, to just toughen it up. So when you do perform exercises such as running, you're a lot more sturdier in that position. A really easy exercise to do to stretch the tibialis anterior and to release any tension you might have there would be to simply foam roll it, or use a trigger point ball on the arch of your foot. If you roll that, as you can see in the video, you will relieve the tibialis anterior. It runs into the underside of your foot. Same if you roll alongside the shin bone on that muscle. That's probably where you're feeling the most pain. So rolling that with a trigger point ball will provide instant relief. When it comes to strengthening, here are a few exercises I like to do which help me out loads, and they've assisted my athletes in the past in training for events. The first one will be a banded flexion. So as you can see in the video, I've elevated one of my legs just so I can provide plantar and dorsiflexion at the ankle. And what you want to do is wrap a band, or you could use a belt, just something that's going to provide a bit of resistance, and you just want to move the foot back and forth. Okay, so flex it, bring the toes all the way up as high as you can, and then point your toes out. You should feel it on that tibialis anterior down the side of your shin bone, and over time it'll help strengthen it. Another one will be roll back calf raises. So again, you've got your calf raises normal, which you see a lot of guys doing in the gym, but this time as you come back down onto the heels, you want to lift the toes and put your weight on the heels. If you don't mind what you look like, you can walk around like that, take a few steps, especially after running. Take a few steps in that position with your toes up, and it'll isolate the tibialis anterior to strengthen it. You can also do deficit calf raises, which have helped me out loads. I used to get really tight in the calf, so doing deficit raises were brilliant. So you'd look at like maybe a 1, 2, even 3 second count down, and then driving up. You'd want to use a step, so you could use your stairs at home just to provide you with that deficit, so you're pushing from that deficit up. Essentially they're like 3 key exercises you could do which will provide instant relief. If it covers a wide area on the shin, it might be worth getting it checked out by a GP, as it could be a stress fracture of the shin. Monitor it, be aware of it. Put into practice these exercises, do plenty of stretching and mobility, and just monitor it over a period of time and see how you get on. Aside from that, if you're going to commit to like an event that involves a lot of running, make sure you put in the effort and dedicate enough time to stretch and strengthen the areas that are going to help you perform the movements required. Hope that helps, guys. Any questions, drop them down below. Take it easy.